Have you ever asked the question, how do I make my stop motion smoother? How do I make it look right? How do I make it look like a video? Well, today's video we're going to be answering that question, and many other questions as well, because I think you guys have, because if you click on the video, this is a video about stop motion, the basics on stop motion, and this is part 2 of a series I'm doing. Part 1 will be linked in the description, or just right the last video I posted on my channel. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about how to make your stop motion smoother, how to set up my camera to take pictures, how to do angling, how to light the scene, how to even manipulate things so it looks like something that actually isn't happening, but it looks better than you trying to do what you could, because it just looks better. I don't know how else to say that, but yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna first get into set, like lighting, and I'm gonna show you a super complicated set for the next episode of the Lost Autobots, which if you haven't checked out yet, go check that out. It's my stop motion series. But you need a simple one, which I'm gonna explain in the video and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you guys really do enjoy it, please let me know. I want to know if I'm doing a good job with teaching you guys, and if you guys learned anything, let me know, please. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in a sec.
Alright, so getting right into shooting a video. Well, surprise, that's not gonna happen first. So the first thing you're gonna want to do are all these lovely adjustments. So picking up from the last video, you have your shot lights. You can get these off of Amazon for 40 bucks, like I said in the last video. You have your lovely tripod, your lovely phone, and I would really suggest plugging your phone into the cord, just because you won't notice. If you're filming for like 2 hours or 2.5 hours, your phone battery just dies just like that. So like, you really want to know how much the percent it is, and you don't want to have to die mid-filming, because then you have to move everything even if you're not done the scene, right? So it just kind of sucks. So that's why I always keep my phone plugged in. So for this tutorial, we had to bring out the shitty phone. Oops, my bad. But the crappy phone right here, it's a piece of garbage. As you can see, the camera quality is not what you see here. To this like orange, and this is actually there. We're using a big backdrop for episodes 5 and 6. Obviously, you don't need to have this. Again, like I said before, you can have something like this for the Christmas special. Yes, I haven't touched it since the last video. Same with this. I haven't touched that since the last video, and this is a week later. Anyways, you can include all this stuff. So today's video, we're going to be showing you how to walk and how to use close-up movements. Because I'm telling you, close-ups are the best for stop motion. This shot looks a lot better than a shot like this, and him just moving back and forth shooting, because here you really see the depth of the figure. You see the gun, you see the head, you see the arms, but you don't see the legs. And that's something that's really good about doing close-ups, is you don't have to see all the little attributes in the character. You can kind of just have him like here, and he's going to be moving back and forth, and you can't tell that you're just moving him back and forth. It looks like he's actually going there with his legs. And that's the thing I'm going to show you with the movement too. Even when walking, you can have the character, even because this Brawn, if I had a if I had a shot like this of him walking, it would be terrible, because this character is such a bad figure for the legs. They're just so loose. And this is another thing, like, if you're getting figures, I know I'm going off topic, but if you're getting any figures, they need to be able to stand and not have loose joints before you buy them. Okay, so when we're right here in this situation, we're gonna shoot one shot of Brawn moving his gun back and forth. I'm gonna walk you down how to do this frame by frame. So to start, you want Brawn in the position where you can see him here. This is still a little bit far from him. So what you want to do is you want to do a little zoom into it. So now that's pretty good. You want to be able to adjust your figure. So now you can just hold it where my hand is right now. As you can see, both screens. If you move your hand so you can see it in the camera, it's not good. So you want to hide it in every way possible. You want to tilt the camera up to make sure you can see his full face, see the full gun. You can hear, and now all we're gonna do is go like this, and you're gonna see it's gonna make a pretty decent looking animation. I'm gonna try to do this while holding the camera, so let's do this. So we're gonna start off right here. Obviously, if you have one of those stop motion buttons like I do, like I showed in the last video, this is gonna be a lot easier, so you don't have to touch the camera. You can just press the button. I really definitely recommend getting one of those off Amazon. It comes with this tripod I have right here, for under $20 US, and Canadian it's like 25. So it's definitely really good. Another thing right here is you can have the onion skin. I can kind of show you, like for this shot, I find it's pretty decently straightforward. You just kind of move them again little by little, and then every 2 shots you're gonna move them a little bit more than you would have the 4 time. So like this. So as you can see, he comes in and he's gonna continue shooting over here, trying to make this as fast as possible so you guys don't have to look at this too long. Okay, so now you're gonna go back here. If you haven't done this before, you're gonna set up your stop motion studio. You're gonna go to frames per second. 16 is what I shoot on. If you don't have to, you can do 12, 8, 30, whatever you guys want to do. I wouldn't recommend going over 20. And there's the final shot. So basically, that's the raw footage. Basically, you're gonna see a lot better when you're doing post-production, and you'll see that when, like, this is how some of my stuff looks at the start. Obviously, it's a bit better because I'm trying to hold the camera at the same time as film, but basically this is how that works for close. So you don't see his legs, but it gives you the illusion that he's actually moving his legs back and forth to shoot the gun, which looks really good, in my opinion. Now, for the same thing, we're gonna do is we're gonna just make another project because it's gonna be easier for me. Now, for running. So now we're gonna take the figure. We're gonna make his head go towards the camera. Focus. Thank you. We're gonna make the come on, Braun. The figure's head go towards the camera. We're gonna either make him hold a gun or not hold a gun. If he's holding a gun, it's a lot easier. And he's not, because if he's not holding a gun, you gotta move the arms. But if he's holding a gun and he's running, you're gonna come back to the camera here. You're gonna zoom all the way in. You're gonna majorly focus on that, and now you're just gonna do the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. And if he does have nothing in his hand, then you just do the same exact thing. So basically, if you're gonna start here, make sure you start. You know where you start. You're gonna kind of come. You're gonna go as far as you're gonna run. You're gonna come back. And this is really quick. So then after this, what you're just gonna do is you're just gonna duplicate stuff. Yeah, just keep taking pictures. Sorry if that camera came down. And then just keep going. Now when you get back to your initial shot, you need to make sure you get back to your initial shot. What you're gonna do is you're gonna press select. You're gonna go all the way to the end. You're gonna press copy. You're gonna go all the way back, and you're gonna press paste. And for as many times you want them to go back and forth and run, that's how many times you're gonna put paste it. And then at the final product, you're gonna get something like this, which it looks stupid bad. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna do this a little bit better, but that's basically how you do it. Okay, so as you can see now, it does look a lot better depending on the figure. Now this one's a lot more choppier because I didn't end the frame in the right place. I did it like in 2 seconds. But this is I got in 2 seconds. Imagine if you do it like 5 minutes to just do a little running cycle. It will look a lot better than what I have here. But anyways, like that's how I do it close-ups. Like the close-ups is key, because if you're trying to film him just running, like filming his legs and his arms, it's terrible. Trust me, I did go watch it, Follow the Matrix, and I did a terrible job at it. Because it's almost impossible unless you're doing like a 2-second shot of them just running. It's really hard. So this is really what I recommend for, especially for beginners. Before you try that, because if you try walking, you're gonna get really frustrated and you're just gonna stop doing anything. Stop doing it in general. So that's basically how we do the running cycle of a stop motion animation. Now, the last step, because this video is starting to get a little lengthy, we're gonna do walking, seeing the feet. Well, this one's a bit hard because, as you've seen in a couple of my animations, it's not done perfectly. I think I do a decent job, but it definitely can be improved. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your figure's, oh, you can't even see. You're gonna take your figure's feet, you're gonna zoom in on the figure's feet, and you're just gonna kind of hold up here. So as long as you hold up here and you don't get enough too much shadow, you should be okay. So you're gonna start here. This is gonna look really bad on my camera because the camera that you guys are watching on overlapping. And you're gonna kind of like go 3 on the one leg, hold it there, and then 3 on the other one. Now this is gonna look a lot worse than it would be on yours because I'm moving the freaking legs, which is gonna make it look terrible. But for an example, that's all the pictures. You're gonna take 7 pictures, and you could have like a decently looking running cycle. Of course, this is not anything good. Oh, that's what. But it is something. You gotta kind of like I said for this other one. You gotta like replace the key frames and kind of like for an example, if I were to, it's kind of like it's just video, like, shoot, let me do that. When you take the leg, if you basically, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take the leg here, you're legit gonna take a picture, you're gonna bring one out, you're gonna bring it out. Basically, when you get to this point, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna select again, you're gonna copy again, and you're gonna paste it as many times as you want them to be running, as long as you want to be running for. Basically, you're gonna see something like this. Now, this is not good in my standards. This could look okay for you, but again, it's just getting used to it. Normally, I wouldn't animate the ground. I would legit only focus in on the legs. This is not great. Again, as I'm saying this, but those are little tricks that I use to enhance harder aspects of animation. But yeah, that was basically learning how to do your first steps in animation, learning how to set up your camera, learning how to put the lights on the figure, and all that stuff, right? So again, this is not the best quality animation, but it's what I could do with how I had the camera set up and with this incredibly not amazing phone. But yeah, that was that. I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you guys really are enjoying these, or if I should just stop them and continue with the challenge videos of the one I'm going to do all the movie versions. That's a little spoiler. If you watched this far, thank you so much. Like the video. If we get 32 likes, I'll do a part 3 in this series next week. So yeah, thank you, and let me know if you want to see part 3. Do you want to learn how to do the fight scene in part 3, or would you rather learn how to do some more different tricks with animation and how to set up fully the stop motion studio app? But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.